All right. Oh,
Is the Grand Circus Park Station.
He trolling, bro. I'm
who we here
trolling.
with today?
Robert Courtney.
Thanks for finally
Hey,
getting on. Got you on.
appreciate you, appreciate you.
I've never had two mics in my face. Like, that's crazy.
This is how we playing it right now, man. But
It's our vibe, I guess.
I love it.
appreciate you, man, for coming on here today. We gotta ask you first to start. What's moving you?
Uh, my kids probably is the number one thing that moved me. Beyond that, just trying to help individuals bring their dreams, their ideas, their concepts to life. I built something from scratch. It's been the most gratifying thing that I've ever accomplished. And so now to try to give people resources that I didn't have is probably the thing that moves me the most every day.
So I think, from what I see, you built a few things from scratch. So like, tell us a little bit about those things and like what you're passionate about.
Yeah, so I started in the barbershop with clippers. So my first playground was on Michigan Avenue between Cecil and Central. I cut hair for almost 10 years. And that was when I realized that I was capable of building something from nothing. I went in with zero customers, some very old clippers, and I turned that into a pretty thriving business. Then I took that brand and turned it into a clothing line. It's called Unique Collection. And went around the country visiting different cities and built that into a thriving business. Right now we have a deal with Fashion Nova. We're one of their top streetwear women's clothiers. So took that and turned that into an opportunity to create a marketing agency because we use social media to build that company, and that created an interest in people understanding like how were we able to leverage Facebook and Twitter at the time to generate revenue. People weren't using social media to make money back during that time, so that's where the social media agency came from. And then social media agency grew, and I felt like I was leaving people behind. Like I didn't have price points that a young entrepreneur or creator can afford. And so that led to creating the social media store. And so now we're currently in the process of building the social media store and a conference called CreatorCon, which is both for aspiring entrepreneurs, but also established entrepreneurs, creators, founders who want to either start their business or scale their business.
Fire, bro. Fire, fire.
Yeah.
So when did Hey, it's kind of loud. It's kind of got kind of loud right there. How did you like get the passion to inspire other people to turn their creativity and their content into actual compensation? Like how did you come to that inspiration behind
I
that?
mean, it really came from me doing it myself. It came from walking the path less traveled. Uh, it's hard. It's intimidating. It brings anxiety. It's stressful being an entrepreneur. Like when you don't know where the next dollar is coming from, and that's not pressure everybody can handle. And when you don't have a lot of people around you to either support you or give you the tools or the information that you need to make it easier, then me as a person that's went through it, I look back and I have kind of like a natural, almost a responsibility, I feel like, to shed some light on some of the things that those people are trying to accomplish.
Fire,
So
fire.
social media is like a digital thing. You got a social media store. So what can people expect in that physical space?
Uh, they can expect to receive anything related to social media. So if you want to create presentation on social, build a brand on social, you need access to videography, you need photography, you need podcast opportunities, you need live stream opportunities, you need brand strategy, headshots, anything that is necessary for you to create, we have it inside of the social media store.
Fire, fire. My sister had her brand up there
Yes, she did.
during, I think that was like 420 or something.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact day, but I do know your sister's brand is fire.
Hey.
And as a person that I mentioned earlier, built the clothing line from scratch, her clothing line to me right now is probably, and I'm not just saying this because it's your sister, but it's probably one of the hottest clothing lines I've personally seen here in Detroit. And I want to help her. I've been trying to put together a couple things to kind of help clothing line designers, especially young clothing line designers, because it's so much that needs to happen in order for a clothing line to be successful. It's probably next to opening a restaurant and having a successful restaurant. Starting a clothing line is probably the next hardest thing there is to do, and it's really because there's not a lot of information and distribution opportunities for local designers. And the success isn't necessarily in coming up with a dope t-shirt or a dope hat. It's about what relationships can you develop with retailers and stores so that you can push the brand out there. And it's like you just don't know what you don't know. So
Sure. How would you say the city of Detroit inspires the stuff that you do?
I mean, I sat on this exact same people mover probably 11 years ago, and I vented on a YouTube video about how hard it is trying to build something when you don't have a network, or you don't have the funds or the finances. And basically what I was trying to do, like what I was trying to create. So this is actually like very nostalgic, because this is to me, Detroit, it's not even just to me, like to just go corporate on you. Any brand trying to build in Detroit based on general market strategies struggle extremely bad. And that's why you don't see, a lot of times people wonder, like, why did they go to New York and Atlanta and Vegas and Miami and Chicago? Those general markets are regular strategy works in those markets. They take those same markets, they take those same strategies and bring them here to Detroit, and they fail miserably.
Why is that?
It's because we move different. Like, people in Detroit move different. It's like it's not just what we think or what we feel. The data supports that. And so being from here, if you can navigate Detroit, you can literally navigate any market that you go to. That's why people leave here and they go and they blow up so fast, because it's an easier path. And like I said, that's not just me saying it. Like, that's what the actual data says.
I can feel that. I be feeling that on a day to day. I heard you say you was a dad, man. How you balance being a dad and an entrepreneur, creative at the same time?
It's tough, but also rewarding. Like, at the end of the day, you want to set an example. It's like, especially with my firstborn, my son, it's like he is literally me, like a younger version of me. So the battle isn't really even about time or energy. It's more about making sure that I don't hold him to the same standards I hold myself, and let him kind of like grow into the version of a man that he's supposed to be, and giving him the framework and the bumpers, the foundation, the information, so that he can make wise decisions. But to me, balance doesn't exist. Like, balance and success is a myth, and it's really just kind of based on what you decide success looks like. And for me, that's keeping my family happy and healthy, but also setting a path where they can choose the direction that they want to do, and they're not forced into doing things that they have to do.
Fire, bro, fire. With everything you got going on, what's your next stop?
Shoot, Wednesday we're headed to Chicago. We're doing a CreatorCon pop-up tour, and so CreatorCon is going into its 5th year, and this year we're trying to make it the biggest CreatorCon ever. So last year we had about 1,300 people that registered for the event. This year the goal is to double that, and in order to do that, like, we got to go out and we got to let the world know that this conference exists. So we've been to Cleveland and Grand Rapids. We'll go to Chicago next week. We'll go to Atlanta in 3 weeks. And the goal is to start with the Midwest, get the Midwest locked in on CreatorCon, and then spread the message across the country from there.
I definitely want to come this year.
I want to go
Gotta be
too.
there.
When is it?
Gotta be there.
When is it?
November 15th is the date that we're going to be hosting something every year, but the 13th through the 15th, so it's CreatorCon weekend, essentially.
Fire.
Anything you want to leave the people off on today?
Yeah, man, like, whatever you believe in your heart that's possible, even if it's sitting on a people mover and holding a podcast, like you can make it happen, you can make it successful, and it's all about your commitment and your willingness to show up consistently, and that's really the only secret sauce that matters, just staying consistent.
Oh,
Thank you.
God.
We appreciate you coming
man.
on, for real.
Appreciate